Hi everyone. A long time ago, I made an update and feedback video, and it really helped me with the channel, with the horror of Mike. And this is another one. So there's 2 points to this video. One is to get your feedback, an honest feedback. If it's critical in any way, don't worry about it. That's kind of what I'm looking for, as well as reassurance. But I'm not. If I don't get any reassurance that I've been on the right track or anything like that, that's not a problem. I want people to critically evaluate what I've been doing. So if you're negative about what I've been doing, I'm not going to. We're not friends anymore. I'm taking my ball and we're not playing anymore. I'm not going to do that. I'm asking your genuine opinion. And the last time I did this, the reason that it helped me, although I've always maintained on YouTube that you should make the videos that you love, the ones that you enjoy, the ones that you want to do. And if people watch, great. But if they don't, then it's your own enjoyment that you get out of doing it. And I still absolutely maintain that. The reason I did a feedback video before was because I I didn't have I didn't have as many other active YouTube channels, and I was kind of thinking about trying to put everything on this channel, making it a vlog channel, all that sort of stuff. And for a short time it was, and I asked people's opinions on that, and it really did help me gauge which direction to go because there was just so many things I wanted to do with this channel. Eventually, I decided to uh, kind of specialise with the different channels, and I've got a vlog channel now, so I don't really do non-movie related vlogs and stuff like that on this channel anymore. But I feel again that I'm at like a crossroad with the channel. I love doing videos on YouTube. I absolutely love it. It's a great hobby, and I love talking to all of you and getting to know all of you and discussing different things. That's the whole reason why I do this. Now, originally I did it, I think, because I enjoy it, but I realise now that the real enjoyment comes out of communicating and sharing ideas. But the problem is that I think since November I've really took my eye off the ball with regards to the horror of Mike. Now that's not to say that I haven't made videos that I enjoyed. I've loved doing the Q&A videos and I'm going to continue doing them. Um, and I've still enjoyed a lot of the videos that I have done, but I generally speaking, I've not enjoyed. Here's the thing: I felt like I've had to make videos rather than saying, "Oh, I think of a topic or something jumps in my head and I think, oh, I'll go and make a video about that." Rather than doing that, I've kind of been thinking, oh, I need to make a video. Yeah, I've not made a video there for a little while. I need to make a video, and that's just a terrible approach. It is a terrible approach. I can understand people who have millions of subscribers and YouTube's their livelihood, feeling that they have to constantly make videos. That's a different issue. But for those of us where this is a hobby, it's really should you shouldn't be thinking about it in those terms. I've got to make a video, and I think what happened was we got to about September, and I was getting about, I think, 150 to 200 views regularly on my videos at that point. And I decided that I was going to do something called the 31 Horrors of Mike, suggested by Philo YT, who's one of my subscribers. And I decided that I was going to do this 31 Horrors of Mike, and the whole idea of it was that it was going to be a tribute to Cinemassacre's Monster Madness, where I did a horror review each day of October leading up to Halloween. So I did do that, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I loved doing it, and the feedback was great, and I loved doing it so much that I thought about it, and I thought, it's kind of a shame that I have to wait another year to do this again. So I looked around and I thought, when could I do something like this again and actually have a rationale behind doing it? And I came up with the 24 ghost stories for Christmas. The idea being that in Britain, at least, there was a tradition of telling ghost stories at Christmas, and that I wanted to kind of celebrate that and do them up until Christmas Eve. And it was mixed media, so short stories, films, TV programs, radio plays, and I enjoyed doing that. But I think that the problem was that I felt sort of burnt out after October, after doing the 31 Horrors of Might, and I came to November, and I think I only made like a couple of videos, and I didn't get back into doing what the channel had been in September and previous to that. For the previous 7 or 8 months that the channel had existed, I hadn't been doing that, and I hadn't been doing that over November. Then I went into December and I did the 24 Ghost Stories for Christmas, and I came out of that, and I have to say I came out of it really burnt out, and especially since then, what I should have done is I should just have taken time off from the channel. I should have just have said, do you know what, I'm going to take a few weeks or a month or however long it takes, and just say to you guys, right, look, I'm not going to make videos here for a little while until I feel like doing it again, basically. But instead what I did is I felt like I had to make a video at least every week, and a lot of the time I felt like I had to make a couple of videos a week, and I don't know why I felt that, but I noticed, and I have especially noticed, that in that time from the end of the 31 Horrors of Mike, where perhaps my tiredness towards well, just my tiredness in general, but my lack of enthusiasm had waned slightly, because I felt a little bit burnt out with the number of videos that I'd made. Maybe that came across in my videos, and I think as a result of that, I get now between 50 to 70 views a video now. So that's substantially down now. And the thing is, as I said before, it's never about views. So if I wanted to continue the way I was going, if that was what I enjoyed, even if my views went down to 0, I would keep doing it, right? Because that's, if you don't enjoy it, then no one else is going to enjoy it anyway. So you've got to get some enjoyment out of it. But I think it's worth saying that I've noticed that, and I've also noticed people who I talked to on YouTube all the time through this channel, conversed with, had a chat with about loads of different horror films, that a substantial number of them as well have stopped taking part in the channel. And I think the reason for that is not just the fact that I changed my format after September, really, and after like the 31 Horrors of Mike, I've been doing like a lot of like movie review stuff that not really horror based. I've not been doing like full reviews of films and things like that. So I've changed the channel substantially, and that wasn't a conscious decision. But I think it was just that I didn't have the energy to put into doing a really great, well, not really great, but I'm not saying my reviews are great, but doing a proper review of a film, it was easier to do like top 10s and things like that. I'm sorry, this video is all over the place, but I just want to kind of be honest about it and let you know where I'm going with this. Yeah, so I think that I also hadn't been. I mean, I'm thousands of comments. I'm not lying, or at least hundreds of comments behind. I've got comments from videos from like 4 or 5 months ago, and I haven't responded to them. And I always prided myself on responding to every single comment, because let's face it, I'm nowhere near big enough on YouTube to not do that. I mean, fair enough, people that get thousands of comments per video, you can't respond to all of them. But I always pride myself on doing it until, if I was ever lucky enough to reach a point where my YouTube channel was popular, that I would still try my best. Now, what I would say to everyone is I've read every comment, but I have noticed, again, people are going to stop conversing with you if they just feel they're talking to nothing and no one. I want everyone to know that I've read every single comment, and I've always been like, oh, I'll need to reply to that. And just things have got in the way, and my application and my approach to this channel just hasn't been good the last few months. And so that's happened. I think subsequently from that as well, views have went down. And the core of the matter is that I really loved doing this channel. I mean, I loved it. I was going through difficult times, whatever, coming in and making a video on this channel, talking about love, which is films, and often about horror films. that really made me happy, and it helped a lot. You know, it was a great thing to look forward to, and I want to get back to that. That's really the crux of the matter. I want to get back to really enjoying videos. So here's what's been happening. First of all, I thought, do you know what I'll do? I'll come up with a schedule. I'll say, like I did originally when I did this channel, I'll do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll do a video on each of those days, or I'll have a day for a specific type of video and all that sort of stuff. You know, forget about that. I mean, when you're talking about forcing yourself to make a video when you don't really feel like making a video, the worst thing you can do is set yourself a schedule in terms of that. So I've decided that I'm not going to do the schedule. And what I decided was that I really wanted to go back to the way the channel used to be, where I was like talking, reviewing horror films primarily, and that's what I really want to go back to doing. So what I've done is I've watched a ton of horror films. I've got a big list now, and I've got a stockpile of videos of reviews, and I'm just going to upload them, record them, upload them when I feel like it. When I feel like it, when I want to do it. And I think as a result of doing that, I've actually got a real motivation now. I'm kind of excited about the videos that are coming up, and I hope that's something that my subscribers will enjoy as well. But again, like I say, it's not about views, but it is about the fact that I have taken my eye off the ball with regards to this channel. I've not put in the effort that's required, I think. And I would say this, as well as doing the movie reviews, there are some things that I've been doing since then, when I've kind of changed the format of the channel, that I'm going to keep doing. Now, there were two videos that I did. One was called Fritz Lang's Mob Mentality. The other one was called Starman: A Lesson in Loss. And both of those videos were obviously written reviews that I was narrating, and because they were one take. Listen to the way I talk naturally when I and all the time. Obviously, they were written reviews. They were essentially what I'm going to call video essays, and they will be still on the channel, because I really enjoyed doing those two. Those two were like sort of testers, and those videos will be, in some ways, they'll sort of replace the old review and analysis series that I used to do, and they'll be about specific aspects of a film or a genre or whatever, and they will, I think, make me feel better about the fact that I don't really do written reviews anymore. Like, so it's kind of an excuse for me to keep doing that, and I did really enjoy doing those two videos, so I will still do them. But for the most part, and I know I've been talking for an age, it's all going to be about doing horror reviews, videos about the horror genre, and I'll still do the occasional top 10. I'll still do the occasional news video. My friend on YouTube, Max Mercury, he sent me a video. It's not a video. He sent me a message about something which has just happened. I'm definitely going to do a news video about that, because it's really big news to me in terms of not just film, but in terms of horror. And so I will still do news videos, but this is the direction I want to go. I want to go back to making what I felt were the fun videos about different films, and keeping the channel, laid back, with the occasional video essay, which will obviously normally be more serious in tone. And if you're someone who likes the videos which are more like a sort of casual discussion, someone just sort of shooting the shit with you about what they think about a film, then that's probably what the majority of the videos are going to be. But there's going to be the occasional ones that are going to be, I don't know how you would say it, maybe a little bit more academic. And that's really what I wanted to say. If you've made it to the end of this video, you're a braver man or woman than I am, and I I'm going to do everything I can now to just make sure, this is my promise to myself, I will not sit down in front of a camera and force myself to make a video. It'll only be when I want to make a video. And I don't think that means that I'm going to be away for long periods. It could, but I know for a fact that over the next few weeks there are going to be a lot of videos because I've already recorded them. And I've recorded them with the notion that I'm only recording them when I really feel like it. And it's a lot of Asian horror. I've been watching a lot of Asian horror again, and got some really fun, I think, reviews of them. I'm not saying, I say fun like all of a sudden I'm like going to be wearing a clown hat and a nose and I'm going to be juggling during the reviews. I just mean they were fun for me to do. So what do you guys think? There were other things that have been done on this channel, like for example Ghastly Tales, which was my narration of ghost stories. I'm still going to be doing that. I did 3. There's another 7 coming. They're still going to be on this channel. I think I probably will upload them to my Mike Rants channel as well. But they will still be uploaded here for the people that did enjoy them, and people seemed to like that. So there are going to be them as well. And yeah, I'm only going to be making videos, and this is across the board on YouTube. I'm only going to be making videos when I want to make them, and ones that are enjoyable, and that's it. That's my rule. What do you think about the types of videos that I've done, and do you have a critique of me, basically? Do you think there's things I can polish up in? Obviously, it goes without saying that I could be more concise, and it also goes without saying that I could say and a little bit less, but I'll try my best. I just did it again. So I will see you all soon, and that's that. Thanks for watching, and leave your comments below.